Okay. So back on chapter 5, where we left off. I'm not going to explain everything on the back. You can just watch my video if you want. Anyways, chapter 5. Where'd he go? He was right behind me. Sedgwick? I wait for an answer. Crickets? Well, this stinks. Just 2 minutes out after our friendly neighborhood cloud drops us in some random field. My partner disappears on me. Yeah. Let's see. Where were you? I demand, sounding more like a panicked chipmunk than a future knight. I turned around and you were gone. He shrugs. I've been right here the whole time. You must have been looking in the wrong place. But, hey, how come you said you've been here before? I hesitate. Do I really want to tell Sedgwick I saw this place in my sleep? He think I've lost it. It seems familiar, that's all, I say finally. Why don't we look around a bit, Sedgwick suggests. But we're supposed to find our way back to the training yard. Oh, there's plenty of time. Let's check out that cool tree. That's when I see right there on Sedgwick's cheek a freckle. Let's be clear about one thing. I have not spent a lot of time looking at Sedgwick's face, but I am good at noticing stuff, and I'm pretty sure. No, I'm positive that there wasn't a freckle on his cheek before. I remember what Mumbling said about bodkins. There's always something a tiny bit odd about them. And and make no mistake, an instant freckle is definitely odd. The question is, does it mean what I think it means? Is Sedgwick a bodkin? I know, it's a wild idea, but what if it's not? I was staring at the tree, not paying attention to Sedgwick. Okay, what? Right here. Okay. Could a bodkin have replaced him while my back was turned? What are you doing? Just getting something out of my knapsack? What's that? I don't even know. I answer as casually as I can. Like a weapon, Cedric counters. His voice is cold. I told you before we may need to defend ourselves, I reminded him. I feel for the hit of my daggers inside the bag and I gripped it tight. Leave that to me. I'll defend us. I pull my blade from the knapsack. I can fight my own battles, thanks. Against whatever lives in the tree, he growls, or against what's right in front of you. Same difference, I say. Know what you are? You're a bodkin. His mouth twitched into an ugly smirk. Oh, one moment. Okay. For the first time, he looks less than human, and you're a clever girl. He hisses. But that's no surprise to me. You see, I know everything Sedgwick knows, including how to beat you. Okay. Game on, people. Except this isn't a game, and these aren't sparing swords. One wrong move, and I could get sliced up like a loaf of bread. Sliced bread? Someone should invent that. Surrender, girl, or I'll cut your throat. Swing. Not without your blade. The bodkin glares at me for a long time. Then he rises slowly to his feet. Not bad, he says. I can see why Sedgwick considers you so skilled. Where is he? I snap. What have you done with the real Sedgwick? Why am I so close? Okay. There's a creepy grin again. He's quite safe with He's with us now. You are welcome to join him if you like. Just follow me. Hey, stop! Or what? The bodkin sneers. You kill me? We both know you don't have the stomach for it. He's right. Knights are supposed to be able to slay their enemies, but I'm not that roughless. I feel guilty when I step on an ant. My arm fall helplessly to my sides, and he walks towards the tree and disappears into the trunk. Okay, here we go. Wow, but why am I surprised? My dream already showed me that this tree is a getaway to the Bodkin world, and Cedric a prisoner there. What do I do? If I walk through the tree, I probably get gang tackled by a dozens Bodkins. But if I just wait around, Cedric could be toast. There's only one choice. I'm going in. The lock. Oh no, I'm not. At least not until I find out who's using me for target practice. Gadabout. What? Gadabout. Shh. My apologies for this arrow, Max, but I had to prevent you from touching that tree without raising my voice. But I have to touch the tree. I protest. My friend is. He placed a finger to his lips. We're not abandoning you, friend. Your friend Max, but if we want to help him, we must first learn more about what we are facing. We will be facing. Come with me quietly. Why are we whispering? To avoid waking the creatures who roam this land. What kind of creatures? They are called Craigs. Gadabout replies. I never seen them. They are said to be made of stone. I think we are safe then, I say. Oh my. The only stones around here are these boulders. Rumble. Or rumble, I guess. Roar. I'm not a good screamer, and if I scream, my parents will get angry. Anyways, okay, just a wild guess. That's a Craig, and he doesn't seem like the cuddly type. Arrows have no effect. Run, Max. Ping. I do not need to hear it twice. A knight knows a mismatch when she sees one, and the odds were getting worse. From more of them. More of them. I don't know how you say the old days. Now what? Look, I have a pier. What? We are about to get pounded into the ground like 10 stacks and he's having a snack? Mumble, come in. Gadabout. Old bean. Oh, my hand. Let's see. I forgot that Mumbling uses fruit to communicate. He and I once had a long-distance conversation on a banana. How's the weather there? Quiet, you wizard. We are about to be crushed by a crowd of crags. Poof! Seymour? In the flash. What seems to be the problem? We interrupt this disaster to remind you that this is a man who accidentally turned himself into pastry, and we depend on him to rescue us. We're going to die. Not today. Piff. Bagpipes? Cover your ears. Honk, squee, onk. I'm not gonna say about that. I'm not gonna say it. Next page. Chris. They collapsed. Well done, Selmore. I guess they do not like bagpipe music. Nobody does, not even bagpipers. Honk. Will you grant us another favor? Asked Gandalf. We must speak to Mumbling right away in person. The little wizard sighs. Unfortunately, I am lousy at magical transportation, but I can call you a cab. Gadabout nods. We appreciate it. What's a cab? Phew. How do I whistle? Okay, I'm just gonna do that. Cab is her name. Great Scout, a griffin. Wow. Nice. I've never ridden a griffin before. We climb onto Cab's back and prefer for a lift off. Where to? By Jova. I don't even know the name. Okay. And step on. And step on it. Oh my god. Okay. Whoosh! My review of traveling by Griffin mixed in the way. It's way faster than a cloud, but the seats aren't as comfortable. Plus, I'm getting cat hair all over my clothes. Excuse me. What were you doing in such a remote part of the forest? I described the orienteering competition. What about you? I asked. How come you were there? I was on a mission for the king. Adabout says mission about bodkins. He shake his head. No, something else. That's all he says. Though before I can find out more, where we are landing in front of the royal's palace. King Conrad mumbling. I saw a bodkin. They don't look as shocked as I thought they would. Actually, they do not seem surprised at all. We've had a similar experience, Max. Mumbling says, but we didn't just see a bodkin. We captured one. You did? I can't hide my amazement. Where is he? It's not a he, Max, the old wizard says gently. Prepare yourself. That's when King Conrad turns to one of his soldiers. Bring the prisoner here, he orders. The guard moves off to another room. I hear the rattle of chains followed by sound by approaching footsteps. Miley! Uh-oh. 6. Chapter 6. Are you two out of your minds? I shout in kind of a sassy way to speak to a king and a wizard. But I can't help myself. Miley's not a bodkin. You are making a terrible mistake. Ow. Okay. I made many mistakes in my life, mumbling. Amidst that botched tummy tuck my blind date with Galinda the Gabby, the camping trip when I mistakenly used poison ivy to mumble and focus. Sorry, the old wizard says. My point is that this is not one of those mistakes. We are presents of a bodkin. Queen Crystal will prove it. The queen approaches, one hand tightly gripped in the shaft of her scepter. She lowers it, points it at Millie, and it's glowing just as it did with the book. So she's a bodkin. There is no doubt. That settles it, all right. The face I thought was Miley twisted into an ugly crow. I don't not understand, she snores. What made you suspect me? Or what made you sus me? I look and sound just like that wretched girl. You forgot, perhaps, that Miley I mean, you forgot perhaps that Miley is my apprentice, Rumble replies. I saw by the way you held her wand that you were an imposter. Where's the real Miley? I demand. I tell you nothing. Don't be so sure. Silmo, loosen this creature tongue. Righto. Right, I'm just gonna say. Poof. Or foof. Loose is enough for you. I meant to use the truth-telling spell, you pinhead. Oh, oops. Zap. That's more like it. The bodkin slumps against the wall as the magic takes hold. Her eyes turn glassy. Let us begin, Mumbling declares. You are from the Shadowland. Only your kind calls it that. To us, it is known as a knot. Tell us about this knot, King Conrad commands. If I must, hissed the bodkin. A land of darkness, wrath, and spite. A land with neither love or light. Creature as a prison cell. A world where only bodkins dwell. Not only bodkins dwell there, I interrupt. Miley and Sedgwick are there too. The bodkin nods, among others. What others? Mumbling asks sharply, but this time the bodkin doesn't respond. It's Near's voice that breaks the silence. The other she refers to are the doors of Tresk. That's correct, the bodkin rasped. They've been disappearing from our land for weeks now, Nero explains to the rest of us, but no one knows why. The dwarfs of Tresk are peaceful people, Gandabao says. What is your business with them? It's it, Flump. She fainted. I'm not surprised. The truth-telling spell is a powerful enchantment. But now she can't answer any more questions, I cry. We have learned enough, Mumbling states. We have? I explained shortly. Wait, was that the heightened joke? Maybe. Max, go and get Simon and Calvin. Tell them the midnights have a job to do. Yes, sir. Yes. I tear out of the castle like my hair on fire and dash to stable. I do not know exactly what the job is. Excuse me. But it has to involve rescuing Miley and Sedgwick. Simon! Do I have to speak up, girl? No, it's fine. Okay, anyways. I tell him everything, and right away he's all in, even if it takes him a while to catch on. So she looks like Miley, but she's not Miley. Exactly. It sounds like a story Kevin would write. There he is, Kevin. There he is, Kevin. Convincing Kevin to join us might be tough. He's not exactly a natural-born adventurer, but when he hears that Miley's in trouble, I'm with you. Hooray, the Midnights are back. This is, what's the word that's sort of like great, but it means better than great? Really great. Really great? Even I could have thought of that. Whatever, let's get to the castle. Mumbleland's going to explain our mission. When we arrive, everyone's seated in the royal dining room, including Uncle Butterick, by Drover's biggest buzzkill. Hey gang, let's kick off our meeting with a song. This one got youngling in it. There's no time. Phew. Rats. The floor is yours, Mumbling. Thank you, King Conrad. I believe I understand the Bodkin's plan. The magician begins, but first I must confirm a sus. Queen Nera, the dwarfs of Tresca are uncommon skilled. Am I right? Indeed, she confirms. The woman, musicians and entertains of the highest order. Sound like anybody you know. Not really. And the mean are accomplished mental smiths. And they can make anything out of metal. And yeah, and I am guessing it's only the men who've gone missing. Yes, Mumbling adds. Nero looks surprised. That's right. How did you know? Ah, I understand now. Conrad says, his face grim. They are making weapons. What? The dwarves of Tresca don't make weapons. They have no need of them. But the Bodkins do. Their scam is clear. Mumbling declares they are kidnapping the dwarves and focusing them to produce weapons. Once every Bodkin is armed and armored, they will march on by Jova. Okay, so that's their plan, I say. What's ours? Asking them nicely to leave us alone? Brilliant. I was thinking of something a bit more daring. Aha! Simon exclaims. That's where the midnights come in, right? Mumble smiles. Correct. You will travel to the land of Nod and free the prisoners. And with any luck, you will find the way to stop the Bodkins together. Oh, is that all? Wait, do we even know where Nod is? Max and I have seen the entrance, answered Ganda, about the giant tree in the wandering woods. So what do we do? I ask. Walk up to the tree and ring the doorbell? What's the doorbell? I bet that tree will be crawling with guards, and they will be on the lookout for a rescue party. Okay. I noticed a sudden gleam in Gandabout's eyes. What if you weren't a rescue party? He proposed. I'm confused. Join the club. Don't move. How about pss, pss, pss? Ah, an excellent idea. What's an excellent idea? You will see. Poof. Oh no, they're bald. I mean, they're not bald, but they have beards. We are dwarfs. No, dwarfs are destined to be excellent. This is how you get to not. Seriously? By letting ourselves be kidnapped? Exactly. The Bodkins will never assess your true intentions, and Gadamount explains. King Conrad nods in agreement. They will think you're mental smiths, just like the dwarves they're already captured. From one tiny beard man to another, you look fabulous. I feel like I have a raccoon on my face. Think I can swap this for a handlebar mustache? How come you guys aren't dwarfs? I asked the adults. Aren't you coming to now? The king shakes his head. Our place is here by Jova. We must protect the realm and search for any bodkins hiding among our people. So it's just the three of us versus a buttload of bodkins. Not quite. Silmore will come with you to provide magical support. Great, we can bagpipe them to death. And Budrick will all join you as well. Me? But I'm too big to be a dwarf. Zwang, you were saying, never mind. Simon chuckles and this is amazing, mumble it. When we find Miley, she won't recognize us. Good gravel, I never forgot. The sorcerer cries. He takes Miley's wand from his pocket and hands it to me. Brings this to her. He says, I slip the wand inside my boot. I too have something for you, young lady, Quail announces. By the way, it's weird being called young lady when you've got a face full of whiskers. Is that the crystal from your scepter? It is. May I help you on this journey? Thank you, your highness. Okay. I'll give you a sword, Ganova tells me, but carrying a weapon will give away your real identity. That's okay, I assure him. Soon enough, we'll be up to our ears in weapons. We are dwarfs. We are up to our ears and everything. Good point. Let's see. King Conrad shakes our hands. Safe travels, midnights. On behalf of all, by Jove, I wish you good fortune. We follow the long Conrad to the castle's front entrance. Cab is waiting there along with another griffin. Where to? Back to where you found us before, I say. All of us climb aboard some rescue party. We look like a gang of runaways from Santa's workshop. Okay, midnights, I tell them. Here we go. Ready or not? Not. Chapter 7. As we soar across the sky on our way to the wandering woods, I can't help but feel a little uneasy, and it's not because Stillmore keeps quoting gruesome safety facts. Want to hear how many people die each year in mid-air? Griffin calls it. Not really. Oh, my back. Okay. Let's see. What's got me worried is how little we know about where we are going, and for some reason everyone's expecting me to lead the way, but I do not have a map. Good look. Not only that I keep swallowing bugs. Look there, the wandering woods. Let's make sure we have not spotted. I tell Cabin, take us down behind the ridge. Right, Joe. She nods, and start a distant minutes later. We are on the ground. I don't think anyone saw us. No, but they might have heard Butterick screaming. Safe at last. I don't want to say that. Okay, guys, check this out. The crystal Nero give me is glowing. Okay. We know what that means. Yeah, but I do not see any. Ugh, what a waste of day. A wasted day. We jump behind some bushes as two figures emerge from the grove of trees. So that's who set the crystal off. Hours of searching and nothing to show for it. They are getting better at hiding from us. I haven't seen the girl before, I whisper, but the boy is Cedric Bodkin. Sounds like they were on a dwarf hunt and came up empty, Simon observes. When I nodded, we can fix that. Come on, midnights. Okay, Let's get captured. Hey ho. Not gonna sing that song. You can just pause in the thing if you want, and then you can sing it. I'm not going to. And if you dare me to do it, just leave a comment and say I dare you to sing it. But still, I'm not singing that. I'm bad at singing. Anyways, okay, mental smiths or you, then you are just the doors we're looking for. Come with us now. Well, that was easy. I thought fake Cedric would see through my disguise, but the beards must be pretty convincing. Not to mention incredibly itchy. The two bodkins march us over the ridge. They're in the clearing, the gateway to Not Rome's highway above us. That's one scary tree, mutters Simon. You know what would make it less scary? Samuel says. A tire swing. Quiet, dwarfs. Or do you want to lose your other eye? No, thank you. That wouldn't leave me with none. Everyone over there. Smack. Oh, one moment. Okay. 3 times Cedric Bodkin strikes the tree with the flat of his sword. A leaf flutters down from the branches, then another. Then how you like it to be the poor snap who has to rake these? It's a leaf avalanche. I think it's more like a leaf nardo. I don't even know any of these words. Okay. In a roar of wind, we skipped off our feet and sucked into a swirling funnel. Then, just as suddenly, the wind stops and we are going back on the ground, but there's no grass, no leaves. We are not in a wandering woods any longer. I can't see a thing, but this feels like a tunnel, and sure enough, as I take a few caution steps forward, I can make out a faint glow in the distance. It's an opening, a door, or some kind of archway. I push toward it and then through it and out into the open. I blink hard and look around. We are here. A land of naught. The land of naught. Okay. Okay, right here. First impression, not great. The streets look like a pigsty and smells like a castle pool. This place is a dump, and yet some of these folks seem familiar. Of course they do. They are the bodkins of people we see every day in Bajova. They are perfect copies, Simon states, except they all look kind of mad. Oh, okay. If you were a bodkin, you'd be ticked off too. A song might cheer them up. No. We found 5 more doors. Good, take them to the forge. The forge, that must be where the dwarves are making weapons. But what about Miley and Cedric? They're not mental smiths, so I doubt we find them there. They've got to be somewhere. I need to sneak away and look for them. We proceed in single file through the filthy streets. Before long, we reach the outskirts of the city and turn onto a rugged path. It's isolated with no other travels around, the perfect place to make my escape. Psst, Kevin, I need you to create a distraction. A what? He replies. Speaking of distraction, Kevin's mind seemed to be wandered way off. Okay. A distraction, I repeat. What's going on with you? You're supposed to be the midnights idea guy. Sorry, he mutters. I'm not thinking straight. I must be too worried about Miley. Sure, we all are, but can Kevin learn to be and be a genius at the same time? Apparently not, which means I have to pull off this off on my own, starting right now. Hey! I leap on from the path and strip down a muddy hill toward a cluster of fallen trees with any luck. I can hide in these logs. A slight problem, though. Gulp, nope, nosh, and then put. Okay, wham. Those aren't logs. Yeah, I figured that out. They're swamp worms. I surprised him that one rejected you, Sedgwick Bodkin sneers. Swarm worms usually like to taste off doors. I stand up, wiping the slime off my clothes. Maybe I was just too tough for him. I snap. The girl Bodkin scoff. Well, see how tough you are. After you spent some time here, this isn't it. The forge is a grimly squat building with a gigantic chimney rising at one end. The Bodkin escort us along the path to a mammoth iron door making the entrance. Welcome to your new job, the Bodgus, Sedgwick crackles. It starts now and ends with when you die. Wait, there's something I must say. Those aren't stores, they're knights. They've come to rescue their friends and stop us from taking over their kingdom. My inside curled like sour milk as I realized what happened. Of course, it's obvious. Why didn't I see it sooner? You're not Kevin. You're Bodkin. Guilty as charged, he chuckles. And now if you and your little sidekick wouldn't be so kind, give me the wand. What chose we have? Two swords pointing straight at our back. Rescuingly, I fish Miley's wand from my boot, and Seymour hands his over to. Watch closely, Kevin Bodkin Klaus. You don't have to be a wizard to do magic. See, I can make these wands disappear. The blood is pounding in my head. I feel sick. This is my fault. Okay, I should have known just by listening that you weren't Kevin. I say as he tossed the spoon aside. You are having used a word longer than 2 syllables since we left by Jova. He smirks. Yes, I never quite mastered his smarty, farty way of talking. And the crystal, I thought it was glowing on account of those two. I counted, pointing at our captors, but it was reacting to you. I almost forgot about the crystal. I'll take that too. Okay. My cheeks burning with rage, I reach for the chain around my neck, but something's wrong. The crystal is gone. Snort. Ha, nice try, you're hiding it. Find it. And the girl Bodkin searched me up and down, clothing, boots, and caps, and find nothing but a wad of pocket lint and a stick of gum and marble and a piece of chalk and a dilly donut punch card. I like their munchkins. Ugh. And King Knothead needs that crystal. King Knothead? No, not tough name. Enough. Lock them in the forge. Let the overbites deal with them. Who are the overbites? Let's see. The creature in charge of the forge. His fake Sedgwick sneers as he pushes open the giant door, and once they find out you can to make weapons, you know what they will do. They'll throw you into the fire. Shove. That's not good. I'll burn easily. Look, we are in an enormous room. The clang of hammers and on steel fills the air all around. Dozens of dwarves and crafting weapons. Piles of swords, spears, and axes covered the roof. Okay. And that mustn't be an overbite, Simon. We stare across the room and hunking touring over the nearby dwarves and holding an axe that's twice my size. Wow, bad teeth. He should see an orthodontist. Guys, concentrate. Excuse me again. Unless we become mental smurfs right now, that thing will eat us for lunch. Okay, I spot a very looking dwarf just a few yards away, sharpening an iron rod into a spear tip. I race over to him. Please help us, I gasp. He peers at me. There's suspicion in his eye. And why should I? He croaks. You're a stranger. You're not from Tresk. No, but we're friends. And we don't know how to make weapons. Okay, he frowns. All dwarves know how to work metal. Well, here's the thing, I tell him. We're not dwarves. He gasps at me again, more carefully this time. Yes, he agrees. I can see it now. You're not a dwarf. It's all written all over your face. We'll stop here for now. I hope you like it. I guess bye in chapter 8.